This is the Music Maestro podcast, a behind the scenes of the music biz where we chat to the people shaping the industry right now. Today's guest is Alex Jukes, founder of Jukebox, a 360 marketing company known for its work with over 150 festivals, 30 plus artists a month, and a footprint across 40 plus countries. He's also the founder of The Tribes, an influencer network spanning 40 million followers on platforms like Instagram and TikTok. With over 15 years in the game, Alex has helped grow superstar DJs and global event brands, including Pasha, Amnesia, Awakenings, and Ministry of Sound, making him a true behind-the-scenes force in electronic music. This is Alex Jukes. Alex Jukes.
Hey.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, all good, all good. Yeah, very excited to be here. Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this. It was, I think we said, it was probably this time last year where we were in touch about doing this. Yeah. But it's taken a year. You're finally here, and I'm glad of it. We've got lots to talk about. You do a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty busy. Yeah, I had to say the least. Yeah, I'm a workaholic, I suppose. But I love what I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. So, yeah, I've got a mad ADHD as well. So
have you?
As soon as I finish with one project, I've already started another one already.
That's crazy.
So it's good
because
it keeps me moving forward. I think I'd probably get bored if I wasn't busy all the time. So
no, I know what you mean. And I talked to the guys about I'm self-diagnosed ADHD.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a thing or not, but we've actually we've had two guests in the past. Actually, Stephen Brains, who you think you
yeah.
We were talking to him about his ADHD once as well. I've had
there's so many people in the music industry that have it, or
maybe
self-diagnosed maybe, but yeah.
I wonder if it aligns with that creative thing.
Yeah, maybe
you know what I mean?
Late nights and I don't know. If you work in music, I think you normally wear about 5 or 6 different hats. Depending on what job you do, it's like whether it's a founder to, I don't know, it's managing a DJ. Most people manage DJs. They've got an agency, or they're doing something else as well, or they're running their own club nights.
No, totally.
So, yeah, I'm not saying you need to have ADHD to work in the dance music, but
no.
But a lot of people do have.
Does come with the territory a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so Jukebox. What is Jukebox?
Yeah, I ask myself that every day probably, but yeah, we've evolved. We've been doing this 15 years now, so we've kind of evolved from a PR company into a 360 marketing company, covering everything from PR for events and festivals to press and promotion to labels and DJs. We also have an influencer network called The Tribes, which we'll get into a bit later as well. But that's an influencer network of community pages on Instagram and TikTok. Plus, we manage a lot of influencers as well that we run a lot of campaigns through for festivals and for events. We also have a brand partnerships side of things as well, where we connect brands into music, whether that's at events or with artists, and just trying to, like, brands that want to try and get into the music industry and tap into those audiences. So we try and tie it all in together, and it seems to have worked for 15 years anyway. So
definitely.
So yeah, and off the back of that, we launched a podcast similar to this as well, and have some good guests like you do on yours.
No,
so, yeah.
Listen,
I love the podcast world. So, yeah.
I mean, I want to talk about the podcast as well, because you've been doing amazing work with it, and it's great to see. To be honest, we were talking just before about podcasts that actually interest you, and I think in the music industry there is a gap for engaging podcast, and I
definitely. That's why I wanted to come on this one, because I've been following a number of the guests that have been come on. It's just so I'm really happy to be here. So,
great. Okay, good. So let's go back to Jukebox. You formerly known as Jukebox PR, right?
Yep.
So PR is one of those terms that gets thrown about a bit. What is PR?
If you'd asked me that 15 years ago, I would have told you one thing, but I think it's just evolving every year with, it's about telling stories about, I suppose to put it in a music sense of view, it's about telling stories about artists or telling stories about a festival. But now it's kind of evolved a lot more, where I suppose it's much more attention seeking. So with social media and PR, they've kind of molded into the same thing. It's almost like a fight for attention now with PR. So a lot of it's about promoting a record, or it's promoting a festival, or it's pushing out a lineup. So with so many different artists out there, so many different festivals, it's trying to grab people's attention and coming up with interesting content or interesting stories around that artist or that festival to help you stand out. So
let me ask you this then. What does PR stand for?
No idea. public relations.
Yeah.
I hope.
That's what it is. That's what it is. But
I didn't realise I was going to get tested today.
I guess when people say PR, I guess if you were to sum up now in one sentence what PR is, what is it?
Yeah, I guess
or is it different things to different people?
For me, it's a fight for attention, really, just with how social media is and how I think the media is changing as well. As we spoke about before, there's just not magazines. The magazines are dying. Everything is online.
Yeah.
Even their online websites are now. It's mainly being social first for everything. So I think the way PR used to be done has very much changed to how it is. I wouldn't say PR is dying. I think just the way it is done and what connects with audience. It's all about views now. It's all about how many likes. It's all about engagement.
Yeah.
But it's also about telling stories of whether it's with an artist or a festival as well. So
what year did Jukebox start?
This is like a test.
Yeah.
2008.
2008.
Yeah, 2008.
And what made you want to start?
There's a funny story actually. I used to play a lot of football when I was at uni, and I stopped. I couldn't play football because I broke my toe. So I had to have a metal pin put into my toe, so I couldn't play football. So I started going out on a Saturday night and working at a club, basically.
Right.
And I just really fell in love with dance music. I'd never heard it. I'd never really heard this type of music. I'd heard it on the radio, but I'd never heard like underground dance music. I just met all these amazing people. And
where is this?
This is in Coventry.
Right.
So
and how old are you at this time?
22, 23.
Yeah.
And yeah, I actually got done for I got done for plagiarism on my dissertation. So I actually had to resit my final year, and this is when I was just playing football. And so I started working with this club because I had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I just fell in love with the people, and I used to be Coventry's #1 flyer. I used to call myself. And I just loved the music. I loved filling out clubs, and it kind of went from there. It was like then I moved to London, and it was just like started working for these. Started working for a few different club nights. We obviously managed to get them into Time Out or Mixmag, and they told someone else, and it just evolved from there. To where, I don't know, where we kind of called it a nice moment where festivals started going a lot more international. So you would have the likes of Hideout, who I think are actually 15 years this year. They would start putting festivals on in Croatia. So that whole festival tourism market really opened, and that became really valuable in the growth of our company because we would be doing PR for festivals abroad. So I would literally go to somewhere like ADE, find a load of festivals from around the world, talk to them and tell them I could promote your festival into the UK first, and then we sort of expanded out into other countries. So, and from them it just absolutely took off for us. So
when you talk about taking off, was there a turning point for Jukebox where you kind of went for this, for like a business idea?
Yeah, definitely.
Catapulted.
Yeah, as I said, I think it was. We started going to ADE. You've probably been yourself. It's such a valuable, well, it always has been for us, really valuable. It's just a chance we get to speak to people face to face. Like I would contact festivals from Brazil, and just say we can promote your festival, or we can promote your club, or we can promote your artists to an international audience. And from that, I found myself flying to Brazil 3 weeks after ADE. And then we would do that in every single like country where we saw there was like emerging scenes. And from that, it really took off because we felt like we had the UK market kind of on lockdown. I was based in Leeds at the time, so we were working with a lot of the clubs in Leeds. We were doing loads in Birmingham and also in London. But it was when we started to go internationally that the company kind of took off and grew from 3 people to like 10 people.
Wow!
And now we're like over 30 people now. So
smashing.
So it's been a steady climb, but the last 5 years it's gone pretty crazy now.
And so in terms of the last 5 years, then what do you think that's down to?
I think we started this company called The Tribes.
Yeah.
So it was mainly just before lockdown. I was finding PR changed, so I couldn't promote. Well, I find it harder to promote the festivals I was working on because press and like articles weren't driving ticket sales, so I was like looking for something else. So I just found all these pages on Instagram. Obviously Instagram was kind of booting off a lot more. I'd found these pages with 15,000-20,000 followers, and I just asked, can I post a flyer on for the event on your page? And we did it, and we just saw this massive traction. We then started to get videos from festivals. 5 years ago, compared to what phones are like now, it still film like on a potato. Like they're so bad. I go back and look at some of the videos, they're so bad. But we started to see this connection, and then I found all these pages. There was about 30 or 40 of them, and we just kind of put them into a network, and we just started working with them. And we were the only people that were doing that for about 3 or 4 years. There's now a few other agencies do it, but we kind of built this kind of exclusive network that just promotes festivals, artists, brands, and some of these pages are now 5 million, 3 million, all grown from 20,000. So it was just finding a different way of trying to promote.
You're essentially then, you were scouting creator talent, is that right?
Yeah, but a lot of these pages are like, they're community based, so they're not actually, they're faceless.
Yeah.
So it'll be someone like, I don't know, some of the early pages we were with like Techno Bible or Techno and Chill or Deep Tech Minimal or Deep in Tech.
Yeah.
Like they're very faceless. There's nobody in front of the camera. So it was more about building a community, normally around a certain type of sound. So like your Techno Bibles are very UK led. Someone like Deep in Tech is very melodic, artist led. So they all had their different communities. So we'd use different pages to promote different sounds or into different territories as well. So yeah.
So you've worked, I mean, I do want to, let's stay with the Tribes actually. I listened to the Will Clark podcast where you were talking about like some of the I guess the nuances between platforms. I think one in particular, like let's say Instagram and TikTok, like what can you tell us about some of the key differences between a platform like Instagram and TikTok when it comes to content?
Well, it changes every 3 months, it seems. I think that they're always trying to compete against each other. I think with TikTok, you have to have exclusive content. You can't just post one video and the same video is posted a lot because the algorithm stops that now. So it's a lot harder. Yes, one page can go viral with less followers, but if you're trying to like just seed out one video, that's not going to happen anymore. Where on Instagram, that used to happen all the time. A DJ will send us one video, we just share it with 20 of our pages. And they get loads of views and it'll go viral because they were tapping into different audiences. But now the algorithm's changed on Instagram. They're now stopping that. So it's for artists or for festivals, it's all about having different variety of content. Yeah. So you're not just posting one video, the same video. Mm-hmm. Even though that might be the best video, you've got to come up with different ways of doing it, layering text over it, putting a border around it, putting a different tune over it. Yeah. Using AI a little bit to like do a little gradient over it and stuff like that. But yeah, the platforms are constantly changing. I mean, Instagram will change it again in the next 3 months. But we actually came up with like a document that we share with all our clients, just sort of detailing, and we update this every 3 months, telling our clients like, you need to do this. Or it used to be a lot of the videos were from behind the DJ looking into the crowd. Now people don't want to see the back of someone's head anymore. They actually want to see what that DJ is doing, so it's a lot more front facing type content as well. And it's also like a lot of fans know when it's like professionally made as well, so it feels like you're being sold to, where we speak to a lot of artists and tell them to grab the fans' content, so it's someone from the middle of the middle of the dance floor, so it actually feels like that person who's watching it could have actually filmed it as well. We also find that connects a lot more as well. So
yeah, I mean, it's sort of that kind of polish. We always talk about it. Well, I've talked about it numerous times on this podcast. The polished type content versus the UGC type content. Yeah, like it's gone. The UGC type content never used to exist, to be honest. It was never there. So you only ever had the high-end type content. And so now it's mad to see. I mean, we still see a lot of brands do it where they'll try with their polished like ad or whatever, but that's it. People see straight through it. The engagement is very low. And on the flip of it is you could, like you say, you could literally have had someone either filming themselves or in the audience or something. Yeah, that's it. That can get significantly more engagement. So yeah,
and I also think it's really good for an artist or a festival or a brand to build an army and build an audience by engaging with them and getting them involved, getting them sending their videos. Yeah, a lot of artists actually still do that. They send out on their stories, here's the Dropbox link, drop all your content in here. So it makes them feel part of the show, makes them feel part of the brand as well. And then they get to use their content. And then if like, I don't know, someone like a Blondish or someone shares it and that's your content, like you kind of get a buzz for it. So it kind of drives that as well, but that kind of does drive Dancefloor. iPhones on the dance floor as well, which is, I don't want to be a facilitator for that, but it's like where I think there's a time and a place for it.
Well, okay, do you know what? It was one of the questions I noted down previously, and I thought, oh, no, maybe I'll leave it out. But let's go there. Like, there is obviously a big conversations about phones in raves, and what that what that can do to the vibe. There are some clubs that have no phone policies. There are some events that are doing the same sort of thing. It's sort of, I guess you're going to be somewhere in the middle, I guess, because ultimately it's a big part of your business.
It's a huge part of our business. but I think it's a time and a place as well, and I think there's a clear difference between what now is a show and what's an underground underground event. Where there's a big show where there's lots of visuals going on. It's normally on a big stage. I think if people want to capture a moment and enjoy that, it's like being at like a pop concert, where I think using a phone in a dark club, that video is not going to look any good anyway. So we wouldn't share a video that's all dark in a dark club. So I think you can really lose. That's where you want to put your phone in your pocket and kind of lose yourself a little bit more. So
exactly.
It's finding that balance really.
It is, but no, there's a lot of places that don't seem to have that balance. There are thousands of people with their phones out, not in the moment. And I guess that's, I mean, we are a similar age, and so we're at that sort of crossover between technology crossover, isn't it? And so I definitely places like Ibiza, there was like the odd phone here and there, probably capturing a moment or a drop. You got some people now, they're just recording the whole set.
The whole thing. And I bet they don't even watch it when I get home. I actually went on my phone the other day, and I was like, because I obviously do it for work, but I find myself doing it sometimes. But then I went back and went, I've never even watched these. I'm like, what am I doing? It's like, it's almost like, something's happening, I need to film that. It's but actually what am I doing? Just like, I'm trying to get better at that, even though it's like my job. Part of my job to do it and capture moments as well. It's like, but trying to live in the moment a little bit more, I suppose. And it just brings people back to connecting more on the dance floor as well. So like, that's why I got into electronic music. It was like connecting with people on the dance floor, not just standing there with your phone out.
I think that's it. When you took the kind of the special thing about raves and stuff like that is that community, that energy, that
that's
vibe.
what it's always been about.
And it feels like, and I might be old school in saying this, it's stripped away the minute you've got all these people on the phones, because you lose that energy, you lose that vibe, right?
Yeah, because it's just looking at the phone. But it depends. I would say it depends what the show is, depends what the club is, depends what's going on in front of you. So I think David Guetta actually said there's two types of shows. There's these big, like, concert shows where he plays all these big pop tunes, and then there's these club shows where he's kind of playing other music, and he's a bit more of a DJ type thing. So let's see where it evolves to anyway. So I'm glad a lot of clubs that we work with are having a no phone policy, which I agree with, and I think it's good. Especially if you're into more underground music, definitely.
You've worked with a lot of festivals, a lot of events. In terms of the most successful ones, what are they doing? What are they doing when it comes to either branding or social content, where they're just getting it right?
Yeah, I think it's every year they just try and tell a different story about the festival. I mean, we work with Exit Festival. We've been around for like 25 years now, so I think that's 25 years. I hope I got that right. But every year they're coming up with a new theme, a new story. They try and change their headliners, because a lot of festivals are now just pretty much the same lineups. Across everything. So or there's the new hot talent that breaks through, and they're just playing everywhere. I think with festivals, it's trying to come up with unique concepts, do different back-to-backs or back-to-back with three different artists, or working with the DJs to create a concept around what they're doing, and then using that content. Like, it took a while for us to tell festivals, no, you need to be getting content. You can't just put out a promo. You can't put out an after movie anymore. No one watches after movies. We found it was about at least 2 years of trying to change people's mind around it. It's like, you don't need a polished after movie. You just need 30-second clips of the crowd going mental and capturing those moments which become FOMO moments. An after movie does not work.
No, I mean, do you know what funny imagine? I remember Aftermovie was definitely one of the things that captured me, and I can specifically remember, I think it might have been a 2010 Tomorrowland.
Because they were the experts. They were amazing.
And they were the thing that drew. I was like, I've got to go to that festival. But again, that doesn't feel like that long ago. I mean, it is like 15
I don't think
years.
you have that people's attention span anymore, because everything's happening so fast. They will say, 30-second video, that looks great, I'm going. I suppose if they're really into it, they will sit down and watch a documentary or watch an after movie about it. But we try to tell our clients, don't do after movies. It's kind of a waste of your time. Really grab that unique, special FOMO content, we call it. So
Yeah.
people see it and they're like, well, I want to go next year.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Where is the live industry at the moment, in your opinion?
As in what sense?
When you come to festival events, obviously there was the COVID period, which that's been and done, but obviously it had a lasting impact.
Yeah.
Right now, how would you say?
I don't know. I think it took a year or so to kind of come back. I think a lot of kids missed out on going to clubs during COVID. So there was that whole audience that didn't have that going to a club and experiencing dance music or experience going out. So there's like 3 years of people not doing that. I think those kids are now going out again because everyone changed. They were just doing house parties and going out. Festival ticket sales weren't selling at all.
Yeah.
Where this year we've seen like a massive increase. Maybe that's because Glastonbury isn't on this year. So there's maybe 300,000 tickets out there now. So for example, we work for Hideout. They sold out in a day or 48 hours. Okay. And they're the same time as Glastonbury. So everyone's who went to Glastonbury can go there. But it also means it's just, a lot of festivals that are going on sale are selling out. A lot of shows are selling out. And there's a lot more clubs popping up. There's so many great new spaces like popping up in London. Brilliant, amazing club in Manchester called Amber's, which is like 500 capacity. There's lots of amazing spaces. That means people are going back out and again and experiencing live music again.
It sounds positive.
Yeah. I feel really positive. Whereas probably about a year, this time last year, we literally had 3 PR clients.
Wow.
It just seemed to, from September to December, it seemed to just completely drop off.
Yeah.
We don't know whether people were spending money on meta ads or advertising a bit more.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of all started to come back now into telling PR stories, telling stories. More clubs are open. I think we've launched about 12 different clubs this year.
Wow.
In various places around the world. But that's a real positive sign to me that people going back out, people experiencing dance music again. So positive, definitely.
No, well, okay, that's good to know. So you've worked on a significant amount of campaigns during your 16-year tenure at, I say tenure, it's your company, but at Jukebox. If you were to pick one campaign that you thought, I love that one.
I think it was probably a recent one, actually, we did for Ministry of Sound, so that combined really everything that we did. Right. So we kind of came up with like a viral moment for them. We worked with an activation brand called Lab 54, and we basically broke into Ministry of Sound and put a rave on in the toilet. We then filtered that news out to some of the top electronic music media and to the big London media, and it kind of went viral. Of all these videos on TikTok, we basically didn't tell the cleaners that it happened, so we actually got a film of the cleaners actually seeing it and going, what the fuck's happened here? What's going on here? So, and that went viral, and it got people talking about Ministry of Sound in a positive light again. I'm not saying they haven't been in a positive light. They just maybe need to reimagine their brand a little bit more and just be in people's thoughts again, maybe. So we created that, and it connected with a younger audience. It got everyone talking about the club again. And it just combined everything we did, because we filtered out those videos across our network. We invited influencers to break in as well. And then we put it viral across the different news channels as well. So
I remember
that's one in the last year that my team have been really, really proud of. So
it was massive, because I mean I fell for the I thought it was real.
I think we had Fabric actually sending condolences to Ministry. That was the one who was like, oh no, we've got them as well. So that was pretty cool.
Was it April Fool's?
Yeah, it was an April Fool's. So we didn't actually we did it like 2 weeks before, and then we revealed it on April Fool's. So it just everything just came together really nicely. Everyone on our team was involved. It was just really, really well executed. And as you say, people fell for it. Some people didn't. Some people did. But we were really proud of that. And we're trying to do more stuff like that. So if you see someone else breaking into a club, don't always believe it.
Yeah, definitely. So we Jukebox. It was originally PR. You were talking about how it's like a 360 marketing company now.
Yeah.
What do you see as like the future of music marketing?
As I said, it's the fight for attention now. So I think it's just building an engaged audience. That doesn't have to be 1 million followers. That can be 500, 1,000 followers, and then engaging with them in real life, but then also online. So you'll see this year it's been like the year of the pop-up. with DJs. So you would have seen people playing pizza pies. Even people like Peggy Goo, she just played in a bakery in Paris, literally this week.
Yeah.
Like 100 people there, and then it's all gone viral. So making a real life event then go viral to the mass audiences as well, because it's really intimate. It's just engaging with your core fans. So you only need, I don't know, 50, 100, 500 core fans that can basically build your whole career off the back of that. They're the ones that tell everyone else. They're the ones that buy your records first. They're the ones that like in your posts. I think it's just connecting with your real fans, and then kind of giving them exclusive content, giving them exclusive access, and then that kind of helps grow your socials and helps grow your community.
Why do you think that those pop-up things have been so successful? Is it the that you were talking about, like the FOMO thing?
Yeah, I think it is massively the FOMO thing. It's like, oh man, there's a rave in a bakery. It's just a bit of a mad idea, isn't it? Or I've seen like in Miami this year, Beatport did a series of ones in a taco shop, and I mean, you've seen them all before. They used to be done in record shops, but now they're in all food places now, which is a bit crazy. And there's been a huge rise in like the coffee ones as well, where there's coffee sober raves as well. Very similar to the pop-up idea, where there's like DJs are taking over coffee shops as well. So I think it's doing that intimate kind of in an intimate setting, and like you feel like you can actually connect with the artist a little bit deeper. But because of that moment, and every single one I've seen is going off. Yeah. And then you can then put that on your socials, and then you're actually hitting probably a bigger audience than you would if you're doing a 10,000 capacity show by doing this. And actually building some like interesting content as well.
I think we'll go. So with that is like, I've noticed there's a big traction for IRL in real life kind of events, basically on the whole, with everything moving so digitally, so social. There's that huge demand for these type of things, and I guess even when you've got that exclusive 100, 205 or whatever it is, you're doing exactly what you say. It's sort of like, oh, I wish I was there. Do you think there's going to be more of that, or is what sort of being done now?
I think there's definitely going to be more of that. Maybe not so much in bakeries and things like that, but I don't know, exclusive album listenings, and like, I don't know, even just fun events. People might go start doing laser quests or go bowling with their fans and stuff like that. I don't know. It's having that fan connection and that fan like activating with your fans, and just getting the artists closer to the fans. I'm talking from an artist point of view here. I think there's going to be a lot more of it, because then you can build content on the side of that as well.
How important there are a lot of artists, and when I say artists, use the term broadly, like who are a bit resistant to the whole social thing, creating content on a regular basis. Like, can you make a career out being an artist, music, DJ, producer, whatever, without social?
Massively. So I just had someone on our podcast with an AD called Benny Rodriguez. He has a Nokia 3210, like this tiny little brick phone. He uses it once a week, or he uses it to call his wife or whatever. So he posts once a month on his socials, once a month, just to show that he's there. Or he's had a really good show and he'll post one video. That's it. Right. He's built a whole career just on just talent, right? And built an audience in real life they go to his shows. He doesn't need to be constantly posting about what he's up to and stuff like that. So I don't know, because he's a bit of a legend. I think he already had that old audience. So when it changed into the whole world changed to social media, he'd already built that audience of people going out and seeing him. I think for new artists, it's probably a lot harder to do that. Unless you're just, unless you're going old-fashioned with it. WhatsApp groups, mailing lists and things like that. So you don't have to be constantly just posting on socials about, I'm doing this. And a lot of artists find that really, really hard to do, constantly coming up with ideas. I'm like, I've got to make this video of me pressing these buttons in the studio. I've got to have a full team of cameramen coming with me on a show with me. So a lot of artists find that really overwhelming, but... So I
guess that's why I work with you.
That is hopefully that is why. So, but I think it's a lot harder to make it if you're not doing that now, just because there's so much competition. Everyone wants to be a DJ now. No one wants to be in a band anymore. Everyone wants to be a DJ. And you just see these DJs going from the bedroom straight to the main stage. I think that's a lot to do with social media as well. So
we're coming into 2026 soon. Do you have, this is a curveball question, do you have any DJs, artists, producers that you think are gonna break through next year?
I think that there's been some artists that have really like smashed it this year that I think will go from like breaking through to actually being superstars. People like Josh Baker and Max Dean, Rossi is absolutely having a moment. And a minute, I think they've kind of they've broken through now. They're selling out warehouse projects, warehouse project shows and big shows just on their own. I think they'll go into the next A-list.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'd call breaking through now. Not someone that just breaks onto the scene, like really breaking through into that A-list where you're headlining festivals, you have your own event brand that you're doing in Ibiza. So I think particularly those three from the UK, I think they're really going to break through and really like own 2026. If Josh Baker hasn't already done that this year.
No, okay. All right.
I'm really into house music, so that's why I said that. That's why I said those three rather than any others.
When did you start your podcast, Loud and Unfiltered?
February.
Why did you start it?
I got really into like personal branding and just trying to grow, finding other ways of like growing our brands as just Jukebox and not just like doing normal marketing things and just posting about all like successes on social. So just really fancy doing a podcast, and I feel like podcasts were having a bit of a moment. So I was also climbing up Kilimanjaro. That month. This, so we did the first one on Kilimanjaro. So I thought, and I wanted to find a way to interview the owner, Johnny Lee. So we were like, why don't I just interview up on top of the mountain, like 16,000 feet or wherever it is, freezing cold, -20, and just filming him with a GoPro. If I took my gloves off, my hands would freeze, and the wind was so bad you could barely hear us. But we filmed it. It was like, why don't we put it out as a podcast? We put it out, got really really good reaction, and we're like, why don't we start doing these? And then it's been really good. It's just like I've learned so much from being on them, because you just learn from people. It's the same as maybe why you do them as well. You get so much insight into the industry that I didn't know about, and people telling their stories, and it's like, oh wow, I didn't know that. And just meeting people that I've always wanted to meet as well that I haven't, or find out a little bit more about their stories. I know people seem to. I don't know. You can ask questions that maybe you wouldn't do if you just met them in a pub. Yeah. Or, do you know what I mean? Because you're trying to be. You're interested in them, their story, and what they're doing. But yeah, it really kicked off for us when we did the Ibiza ones. So we tried and got the best people from Ibiza to like tell the story of Ibiza. So yeah, it's kicked off now. And once you start it, it's just you can't stop really. And as I said, I find it really really interesting finding out about new people and getting to meet people that maybe haven't had the chance of meeting in the industry yet. So yeah, loving it, mate.
No, they are great, and like I concur. Like you do learn a lot from them. And we've spoken to people at various different roles in the industry, whether that be marketing, A&R, events, and I think there's always a little nugget there you'll get.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
and that, I guess then you want to share a lot of other people.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's also with the questions that you ask them now. You're trying to get that little nugget just to go viral. It's a little bit viral, or then say something. The hook. Yeah, that's it. Say something bad about someone, or a funny story that they had, or I don't know, or even we have a lot of varied. So it's similar to what you do. I have artists, people from the industry. It's just trying to get them little nuggets, like you said, that might be able to help an artist out, or help someone trying to get. We always ask about how would you get into music? What advice would you give? So if that little bit of nugget's going to help someone get in, then I think we're kind of doing a good job, and I think it's the same with what you guys do as well.
Let's ask you that question then, because I used to ask that one a lot, but then I was concerned about the monotony of asking the same questions all the time. Okay. But I haven't asked it for a while, so I'll ask you. You want to break into the industry? How are you going to do it? Network. It's like and build your own brand. Like, be out there. Your brand is you going out and saying hello to someone. You don't have to just post loads on social media. Network and work hard. That is basically it. Yeah. That's it. And hard work will get you to where you want to get if you're out there networking and meeting the right people as well. Yeah. And then I'd go finding that skill that you're good at as well. Yeah. And it's different if you want to work as someone who works behind the scenes to an artist. I think that's very different. But that still kind of applies in networking. You are as good as your network of people around you, and whether that's trying to sign to a label or work at a record label or work for a festival, like. You need to get out there, or go to that event, or go to that festival, or meet the people who are part of that label. So networking definitely. It is so massive, isn't it? Underrated, I would say. Okay, couple more questions, I think. back to Jukebox. What is the best thing about running that business?
Getting to work with my mates every day. There's people who've been at the company for 12, 14 years now, and other people have been there 5, 6. There's people been come and gone, but the core will always remain there. So and we literally do kind of do everything together. We go to parties together, hang out on the weekends together, and then we turn up at work. And it doesn't feel like it sounds a bit cliche, but it doesn't actually feel like I'm going to work. And it's also when we're working on campaigns, we'll probably fall out with each other's fight, but we know everyone's trying to work hard and we're all pushing in the same direction. That has always been the best part of it. Is we've kind of built this culture. We've all been kind of mates, and we've all kind of work hard together, and we kind of do everything together. That changes, and trying to keep that culture as you get bigger, it's really, really hard. And especially there's a difference now in the company. There's a young kids 22, 23 to the older team are 43, 42, 40 now. So who's still got out raving, but we can't keep up with the young kids anymore. But there's kind of, it's trying to work out how we keep that culture. I actually really enjoy that part of it and that part of the business. More so than sometimes actually doing the work for our clients. Just how to grow a business, how to keep that culture together, and what can we do to make people happy at work and things like that. I really, really enjoy getting into that.
It very much reminds me of Ministry of Sound, actually.
I have some of the team that used to be there when you were there as well. So
exactly. Okay, so flip it from the best thing. What's the hardest thing about running your business?
Right, working with your mates as well, because you're constantly falling out with each other. I don't know. I barely have a life outside of what I do. I think I said to you, I go and watch football, but I go and watch Tottenham, which is not the greatest thing to do, but that's my escape. But it's full on. I work 7 days a week. If I'm in the summer, I'm on a plane every 2 days, whether that's flying to Ibiza or flying to a festival on the weekend somewhere in Europe, or now it's summer in Asia, somewhere in the summer hemisphere. So we've got festivals, events all going on there. So it's constantly non-stop. Where it used to be always about Europe, but now it's just everywhere. Electronic music is huge, absolutely everywhere, and we work globally. So it's that always on as well, which I find quite hard. So and our team find quite hard. It's we're just about to launch a club in Bangkok. So they already emailed us everything by the time we get to work. And then we're working at a club in New York and in Costa Rica, where it's completely on the other side. So they're kind of waking up just as we're finishing.
How do you manage that then?
You kind of always have to be on, or it's just managing our team and making sure that the person on that team isn't working on something that's in Asia and in LA. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of finding that balance as well. But also finding passionate people who absolutely love it, because if you weren't passionate about what you do, I doubt you would do that.
100%.
A lot of people, I don't want anybody working with it who thinks it's a 9-to-5 job, because this is not a 9-to-5 job. It's you get a lot of rewards out of it, and yes, you might most of the week you might be working 9-to-5, but you might have a client thing you've got to deal with at 10 o'clock at night, or there's something going wrong in a festival, and it's 3 a.m. in the morning that you've got to deal with, or a media's something's happened and it's going viral on social media. So it's really, really finding that balance. But because I have lots of very passionate people that work at a company, it doesn't feel that hard.
It makes it easier or more manageable.
That's it. I would say that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so 2026 then. What are the plans for Jukebox?
I guess we're just going to continue to grow. Social media is constantly changing, so we always try and be ahead of what's going on. We're moving more into different genres of music. So we last year we focused very heavily on reggae. So I think there's a big reggae scene now building in the UK. So we worked on one of the biggest reggae festivals, Reggae Lands. Last year, we've now off the back of that run. Working on 6 different ones around the world, so we've really gone heavily into that. We're doing a lot more crossover style events, so it's not just all DJ led. So we just won Boardmasters. So I think I can say they were just about to announce Kasabian and Fatboy Slim. So we're moving more into that band world as well, where it's a lot more crossover festivals. So we want to do a bit more of that, and then really, really pushing brand partnerships next year. So we're just seeing a lot more brands wanting to get into music, and and wanting to get into ground level entry, not just sponsoring the festival. Like really connecting with the audience a lot more, which makes it a lot more exciting. They're a lot more open to doing activations or come out with ideas.
You've done a number of these already. So
we've done stuff with Riot Vapes already. We've done another pop-ups around London. We've just been working with Von Dutch. They just brought back a new brand called Von Dutch Loves. So we just did some stuff with Vintage Culture during ADE, and we're just working with Jake Paul now, massive. Ahead of the Joshua fight. So it's not just in music that we're doing it, sort of branching out into more wider celebrity brand activation and partnerships as well. So yeah, that's all super exciting in a minute. So yeah, working, getting into brands that do fashion. As well as not just big drink brands as well. So, yeah, that's definitely a big look for us for 2026.
Sounds massive, man. Yep. Well, listen, you're smashing it with Jukebox and the Tribes and the podcast as well.
Yeah, it's busy.
Yeah, very double busy. So yeah, best of luck with everything.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah.
And yeah, mate, great to have you on.
Yeah, it's been amazing, mate. Really good to catch up, and yeah, I hope there's a little bit of insight for people for the show. So
100%. Yeah, 100%. Nice one.
Right. Cheers.